What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Real Control RC Skateboard. Picked this up at Canadian Tire today and thought I'd share it with you guys. Let's take a look at the box here. We got the little action figure in there. It says it performs tricks. The controller is pretty cool. It's like a skateboard deck, and you use your fingers to take control of the board. Showing some of the tricks you can do there: tornado, wheelie, carve, and more. Other side there, they're showing the controls here. You're tilting the deck, proportional steering with speed control. Pretty sweet, I like that. And just basically an overview of what's included back here. Alright, so taking a look at what's included in the box here. We've got the figurine, the skater, his ball cap, the skateboard, the transmitter, and a 1-cell USB charging cable, as well as the manual. We'll take a quick look at the manual here. It's just a single sheet of paper. Has everything on here you need to know, from installing the batteries, how to attach the skater, turn it on and off, how to control the skateboard, and how to charge it. So all the important information is right there. On the back side, they're showing 4 tricks and the control combinations it takes to do these tricks. What you do is you just push straight down till you hear a click on the transmitter, and then you would input the corresponding directional arrows to do the specific trick. One thing that's cool here is it asks you, can you discover the secret trick? So there's more tricks you can do other than what's listed here. That's cool. Back to the transmitter. We have an on-off switch right there with a blinking red light that will blink until it binds to the skateboard. Like I showed you, you have that control that initiates that little click there, pushing straight down, initiates the trick option. And then you have your control. So forward, backward, right, left. Pretty cool, pretty heavy, big heavy base. You can actually just set it down and just use it without having to actually hold it in your hand if you want, I guess. It does take 2 AA batteries in there, so I've already pre-installed those. We'll look at the figurine here. Pretty cool. We'll put his hat on there just like they have in the picture right there. And he's got 2 holes in the bottom of his feet that correspond with these 2 posts that are on the skateboard. Now the skateboard itself has an on-off switch right there. It has a 1-cell connector, and that 1-cell connector is for the included USB charging cable to charge up the internal LiPo. I don't know what the LiPo size is. They don't tell you in the manual. All they tell you is that there is a LiPo in there. The wheels. Wheels are plastic with a rubber band with tread, it looks like, on them. They should do quite well on a hard, smooth surface. Looks like we've got a servo there for the steering. We have a motor to move the wheels there. The front is just free floating. And other than that, that's about all we can look at on the skateboard. We can put the little guy on here with those holes in the bottom of his feet onto the posts. Like so, pretty cool looking. So once it's charged up, we'll be back and we'll get this thing tested. All right, here we go with the Real Control RC Skateboard. We were not able to use the audio from the test run here. The noise that the wheels were making on the hardwood floor, the microphone was just picking up really poorly on it. So we cut that out, but we're just trying to figure out the controls here. What I found out is you got to ease into turns. You got to be mindful of your speed, especially when going into turns, or you're going to flop it right on its side. I suggest maybe detaching the skater from the skateboard, cruise around with the skateboard itself, and it's nearly impossible to flip, and that'll get you used to how to control it, especially with that skateboard deck control that was included with it. Now we're just trying out some of the tricks that were shown to us in the manual. We have the wheelie, the tornado, the switch, and the burnout. And it's just different combinations of the controls that will give you whatever trick. And those tricks happen automatically when you input the proper sequence on the controls there. And just cruise around, we're having a good time. I'm actually quite surprised with how quick this was. I wasn't able to really open it up because of the area I was in there. I only had about 10 feet to work with. Honestly, could have used a bit more area to test this out, but it snowed yesterday, it's raining today. I don't really have a place that I can take it at the moment and do a proper test. But I think with a little bit more space, this thing could truly shine. It's awesome. There's so many tricks you can do. I'm starting to get used to the controls here right now.
and things are going a bit better. We're doing a tornado right there, according to the manual. And yeah, I'm definitely not disappointed with how this performed. It's actually quite quick. Maybe when I can get it to a bigger area, maybe I'll get it to the shop or out to outside, maybe on a nice day. I can try a little bit of a range test. I don't expect it to get any further than, I don't know, I would think maybe 30, 40 feet, but never know. Maybe it would surprise me. It surprised me with how fast it is, and it's just a little motor in that thing. It's got to be a little battery as well. They don't tell you what size the battery is, they just tell you that there's a built-in LiPo. The battery seems to last forever, and that's probably 30 minutes to 35 minutes of runtime with this before the battery dies. Well, this came from Canadian Tire, and if you're from Canada, we pretty much have a Canadian Tire in every big town, big city, small town. They're everywhere.
Alright guys, we're back in with the Real Control RC Skateboard. Fantastic little guy here. I was expecting this to be quite slow and, you know, possibly not even using it for a video. I wasn't sure how it was going to perform, but it actually blew my mind. This thing was very fast, fun to drive. It's basically, let's call it 2 modes. It's got expert mode with the skater on here, and take that off and it's basically beginner mode. It's hard to knock it off 4 wheels when the skater's off it, but put him on and it's a whole different game. This thing is definitely, you have to be mindful of how quick you're going into turns if you want to keep this thing on all 4s because of how quick it is. And it does plenty of stunts, as you saw in the video. It was quite entertaining. Alright guys, featured on the sign this episode was Mark Arciatic, a fantastic guy, very knowledgeable and has great content on his channel. You definitely will not regret checking him out. I'll drop the link above right now. And for myself, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. The army is growing. We do have to update it quickly right now. And remember, don't be a stranger. We'll see you on the next one. See ya.